So hi everybody, my name is Eric Roos. I'm a retired Sergeant First Class, 11 Bravo. I am writing you or videoing you today. Today's what, the 9/26/23. All right, I'm writing you to request your support in requesting me as a retiree recall. All right, so I retired and then 9/11 hit. Then I went back in for a couple years where I supported the Defense Contract Management Agency, managing their contingency training. And now, things are heating up there in Eastern Europe. We have lots of forces deployed there, and I want to be back in uniform. All right. So now, I guess the primary reason I'm writing you is that when I look on MobeCop, the last I saw, there were 2,104 positions being offered, and 1,633 of them are in the red, which likely means that they're either not getting filled, not getting applied for, or not getting the right people for them. That's my assumption. There's no index on what red means, and that the date of needing the people is either like now or has passed. Okay, now for those positions it's unlikely that we can go through the recall process fast enough to meet those ones. However, there's yellow ones that their time to be met is coming up, and in theory they could, as it looks, most of them will turn red too because of lack of the right people. And of course, I was told by the Army G1 Sergeant Major that the reason people are red is maybe lack of funds, but maybe not. So anyway, all right. So why should you? And all you have to do is write a memo. Dear Army, please recall Sergeant First Class Eric P. Roos, and this is why. And so this is the why that I'm going to say. Now, for like right now, the AFRICOM position in Djibouti, where you need either ops sergeant or chief of support, I forget which, but it supports a combatant command. And so it is very so when I was at GS-14, until job cuts affected me and many others in the Pentagon. So it's likely that no other 11 Bravo in the Army. See, when I was as a GS-14, I took advantage of lots of education that's not available to enlisted folks. All right. So as a GS-14, I completed the Air War College, the Air Command and Staff College, the Army Command and Staff College, the Marine Command and Staff College, all either by distance learning or seminar. The Marine Corps was seminar in the Pentagon. No. At the old Navy annex that got torn down for the Arlington National Cemetery. All right, so Air War College, Air Command and Staff, Marine Corps Command and Staff, Army Command and Staff, Squadron Officers School, and not to mention, and I have 2 master's degrees, public administration and management. I have certified public manager, certified quality improvement associate, certified defense financial management, certified government finance. So I'm a lifelong learner. I'm still going to college, taking courses at the local college. They're the ones that, we can afford. But, I've been on the Pentagon. I've been on senior Army staffs, whether it was AMC headquarters when it was here in Washington, D.C. before it moved down south, or I've supported the Army Futures Command as a contractor from here in Washington, and certainly on the DA staff itself. First, I retired out of the Army Operations Center, where so we had 24/7 ops, and the only people on shift were, in addition to the telephone, the communications people, right? So we had the watch NCO and the watch officer. So of the four watch NCOs, I was viewed as the best of the four watch officers, and as my retirement, like 3 levels of leadership wanted me to get the Legion of Merit, and then General Cody said, "Hell no, there's nothing a sergeant first class can do that deserves that." So General Cody downgraded it to the meritorious my second MSM. So I guess that's it in a nutshell. I've been on the Pentagon staff. I'm as good as you need to be to make PowerPoints. I'm as better than most on the DA staff. Not that that might say too much, but better than most on the DA staff for in Excel. I don't think that's too applicable to that, but you never know. I'm better in writing than most. I have all kinds of education and skills that your average 11 Bravo just don't have. I'm healthy. I see no reason why I would be rejected physically. I'm just a little bit over tape. I'm losing a little belly fat there. Just a 1 inch to go, and I'm fit. So as soon as I get a successful tape, I'll just put together the whole darn packet. But in the meantime, you folks. So some of you have jobs in Djibouti, which would be perfectly fine. It's supporting active operations there directly as the U.S. Army element in AFRICOM, the Combatant Command. Some of you have JOC work in Stuttgart and Vicenza. So again, I'm here, I'm able, I'm experienced, I've been on staffs, I've briefed 2 and 3-star generals, senior executive service. I have good, tremendous customers. I'm known for my customer service support. I don't hang around the water cooler like at all, figuratively speaking, but I'm extremely good at customer service. I'm very good at predicting what the supervisor will need, and then I have it all lined up, and then voila, there it is. Now, in a JOC situation, you can't really predict any kind of crash or incident, but I am very good at customer service. But anyway, so I don't want to grovel. I need to be in uniform. Now is the time. There's too much going on in the world. There's Latvia, Poland. Okay, then there's Romania. Okay, we forgot about Romania. We brought a Romanian girl into the family who's one of our 3 daughters of the heart, in addition to our 1 natural daughter. So because of her, I have a bit of a admiration for the Romanian people. Anyway, so if you have an upcoming vacancy, like maybe 3 months away, 2 months away, 3 months ago, I had people walk through my last retiree recall. I know people. So I had people walk it through, and some of the processing's right here in the Pentagon, So it's faster than maybe your average retiree recall because I can walk it through. So please, I don't want to beg. I don't want to grovel too much, but I'm ready, I'm qualified, I'm energetic, I'm healthy. You may need me, you may need me now, but I can't help you now, but you might need me in a couple months. So again, I humbly and fervently and respectfully request that you consider my services. Now, when I was a retiree call, I took over the job of an Air Force lieutenant colonel. running the deployment training for DCMA. It was widely viewed as a ineffective program, and I saw why. After every class, he asked the students, what about this was it that you didn't like? That's like asking a high school student, what about your curriculum don't you like? Well, chances are they'll say, well, we don't like physics, and we don't like chemistry, and we don't like algebra. Well, guess what? All the things that they said they didn't like, he cut out of the program. So they went over to Kuwait, Iraq, Afghanistan, the Philippines, with only having experienced the things that they like. Well, I said, the heck with that. So I interviewed people when they came back from deployment. Okay, what was it? What did you not know that you wish you had known before you hit ground? And they said, oh, we needed to know this and this and this and this. And that's what I put into the program. So when the colonel said, when the new colonel came online, it says, your program sucks. I'm going to go down there and see how you conduct that class, and I'm going to make sure you fix it. Well, he went down there and saw people on teleconferences with people in Kuwait, people on teleconferences with Iraq, Afghanistan. He saw the training aids I had arrived. I had from TASC, I got AK-47. I had an MRE laid out. I had a weapons cleaning kit laid out. I had arranged at Fort Lee for the, I forget what it was called, the simulator. So I did a lot. So they said, at the end, they said, gee, Sergeant Ruse, if you were a lieutenant colonel, we'd give you a meritorious service medal for what you did, but we can't. You're only a sergeant first class. So I said, not a problem. Why don't you give me an achievement medal for this, an accommodation medal for that? And they said, yes. So that's what I walked away with. Okay, but anyway, please find it in your hearts to request my services. Thank you.